Ayesha had always loved exploring her grandmother's old attic, a place filled with forgotten treasures and dusty memories. One rainy afternoon, while sorting through old trunks, she stumbled upon a small wooden box tied with a faded ribbon. Curiosity piqued, she untied it and discovered a bundle of neatly folded letters, yellowed with age, each sealed with delicate wax stamps. As she began reading the first one, she was transported decades back in time to a world of secret meetings and whispered promises. The letters told the story of a young couple, Farhan and Layla, whose love had blossomed in the shadows of societal expectations and family opposition. Their words were filled with longing, hope, and heartbreak, describing stolen glances in crowded streets, letters exchanged under moonlit skies, and dreams of a life together that seemed forever out of reach. Ayesha felt an inexplicable connection to the lovers, as if their emotions and struggles were echoing through time and touching her own heart. The more she read, the more she found herself smiling, crying, and imagining the lives of Farhan and Layla, completely absorbed by a love story that felt astonishingly alive. She couldn't help but wonder how their tale ended, and a flutter of anticipation grew in her chest, making her realize that these letters might not just be history, they might somehow be guiding her towards something beautiful in her own life. As the days passed, Ayesha became almost obsessed with the letters, reading them repeatedly and memorizing the tender words Farhan and Layla had written to each other. One evening, as she sat by the window watching raindrops slide down the glass, she noticed something unusual, a small envelope tucked between the pages of one letter she hadn't noticed before. Inside was a note addressed to the one who finds this, written in a handwriting strangely familiar yet impossibly old. The note spoke of destiny, of love that transcended time, and hinted at a pen pal still waiting to be found. Intrigued and a little nervous, Ayesha followed the instructions, sending a reply to the mysterious address written in the letter. Within days, she began receiving letters in return, full of warmth, humor, and a kindness that made her heart flutter in ways she hadn't expected. Each new letter seemed to carry the echoes of Farhan and Layla's love, as if the magic of the past was weaving itself into her present. Through these letters, she felt a growing connection with someone who seemed to understand her entirely, someone whose words lit up her days and gave her courage to dream of a love just as deep and timeless as the one she had discovered in the attic. Months passed, and Ayesha's connection with her mysterious pen pal deepened with every letter exchanged. Their words became a lifeline, filled with shared dreams, laughter, and secrets that could never be spoken aloud to anyone else. One sunny afternoon, following the trail hinted at in the letters, Ayesha found herself standing in a quaint little cafe in the heart of the city, heart racing with anticipation. As she walked in, she noticed a man sitting at a corner table, a familiar envelope of letters beside him, and when their eyes met, it felt as if the universe had paused. The warmth in his gaze mirrored the tenderness she had come to cherish in their correspondence, and in that instant, she understood that the love she had read about in the attic and experienced through letters had led her to this very moment. With a shy smile, he stood and approached, and as they finally spoke aloud the words they had written for months, a flood of emotions, joy, relief, and overwhelming love, filled the space between them. Ayesha realized that the letters hadn't just told a story of the past. They had bridged generations, healed old wounds, and guided two hearts destined to meet. In that quiet cafe, with rain gently tapping the windows, the magic of Farhan and Layla's timeless love lingered, blessing Ayesha and her pen pal with a romance that felt eternal, as though love itself had whispered across the years to bring them together.